Welcome, everybody, here to the X-Bomb Sports Live Show. My name is Andrew Valentin, and no, you still cannot see my eyes. It's against the law, everybody. And with me is the man who's rocking an Atlanta Falcons jersey, man.
And the reason for this is over on the Putting Up Points radio show with Jake Bradley. Back there in the back, we did a NFL free agency. Oh, my gosh. No, we did an NFL fantasy football mock draft live, and it was fun. And I had the 9th pick. I thought I was going to land Julio Jones, so I thought maybe this would be a nice thing to wear.
And boy, were you wrong.
No, I wasn't wrong. I could have had him, but I went Devontae Adams over Julio Jones. And then I got Devontae Adams, and then I thought Julio would have came to me back after that 10th pick, so right there at like the 13th spot or whatever, or 12th spot or whatever that is. 11th, I guess. I can't do that. 12th.
It's hard, man. I know.
I thought I was going to get Julio Jones, but I ended up having to take Odell Beckham, which is still fine. But
that's good, man.
I thought Julio would have landed with me.
It's all right, man. Hey, you know what? At least you're rocking the jersey, and ladies and gentlemen, it is Tyler Prickett. He's back.
How's it going?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yes, guys, if you didn't check it out, Putting Up Points, Tyler Prickett, Jake Bradley, our producer back there. Jake, how you doing, man?
I'm good. Is this thing on?
Why do you sound like you're down the hall?
That is the radio.
I don't know. We're going to have to deal with it. It's
all right, cool.
A bridge that we'll cross when we get to it.
All right, that's fine. But these guys were on Putting Up Points earlier. They did a fantastic job doing a full-on 2-hour mock draft. Really impressed with you guys. You guys did amazing. I loved it. And we'll also be posting it up there, too, for you guys as well on the X-Bomb Productions Twitter page. It'll be on the Instagram page for X-Bomb Sports as well. So you guys make sure to go check that out. Give us some love. Give us some likes. Give us your thoughts on it because these guys did an incredible job. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, though, we've got a lot to get through. There you go.
Mic drop.
But you ready to get into this, Tyler?
Let's get into it, man.
All right, well, we're going to kick this one off, ladies and gentlemen, because we're starting it off with more NBA free agency. And I know we're getting a little ragged on with this one, but we didn't really get a chance to be able to dive into what the Chicago Bulls could potentially do. And obviously free agency starts 6 p.m. Sunday, so make sure, guys, you're going to be on the lookout for that because it's about to get crazy.
Tomorrow
in the NBA.
At around 6 p.m. as we have Joe Pavelski up there on the screen. That's interesting. We are talking NBA, not NHL. But, you know, at this time not this time tomorrow, but at 6 p.m. tomorrow when free agency starts, Kawhi Leonard will be in a Bulls jersey.
Really?
No.
I'm going to say you got a bold prediction, my friend, but I love it.
I would like that.
Yes, absolutely. But no, we're going to go through some of the top free agents that potentially the Bulls could maybe go after and grab. Obviously, there's been a lot of names thrown out there, so I just want to pour over a few of them. Certainly, we can maybe get into some of the dream scenarios that could happen, maybe some trades that could get through this. But let's just jump into it right now because obviously the first guy that we're seeing everybody talk about more than anything that the Bulls seem to be kind of committed to seems to be Malcolm Brogdon. Now, this is the point guard that played with the Milwaukee Bucks for the last couple of years. He was the Rookie of the Year. Great defensive player. Has been on the all-defensive team before as a rookie as well. And he's one of the few players that has been a 50, 40, and 90 guy. That's 50% from the field, 40% from three-point range, and 90% from free throw. He's one of the only guys, I think a handful of guys that have done that in NBA history. So the Bulls are potentially pursuing him now. Obviously, Tyler, I want to ask you, Malcolm Brogdon, what are you thinking with that, and what do you think the cost would be on him too?
I mean, I like it in the terms of what you're getting out of the player, but for the Bulls' need, I mean, I think like I had a little conversation with one of the guys in the back, and I just think he is a starting caliber player. And for what the Bulls' direction did, if they would have took like a Cam Reddish or if DeAndre Hunter would have fell to them in the draft and they didn't take Kobe White, then I could understand it because they would need that role at the point guard position. But Malcolm Brogdon is too much. I feel like he's too much like Zach LaVine, and I don't know if they could coexist. And with Kobe White now too as well. So I mean, you're taking Kobe White. I don't know if it's a necessary fit. Like, yes, you're going to need to add a veteran point guard. And, I mean, he is a young veteran point guard. But for the price tag, I think he was looking at $80 million over, like, 3 or 4 years. I don't think that's something the Bulls should be throwing at.
Yeah, no, the asking price for Malcolm Brogdon at this point seems like it's really started to – it's certainly escalating. And certainly that's because, obviously – the NBA, free agency, I mean, the contracts now, they're getting so high up there that at this point, a guy like Malcolm Brogdon, who I agree, I think he definitely is one of those guys who he is a starting caliber point guard. I mean, last year, along with that, he averaged 15.5 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists. Now, the assists are a little low, but, he's more, he is seen more of like a 3-and-D kind of defensive playing point guard. I mean, and he's 6'5", 229, so he's solid. He's very big.
He fits the mold of what the NBA point guard is turning into.
Yeah, and I honestly look at him and I think, you know what? If he does want to start, then he should go to. I mean, we were kind of talking about it before. Phoenix potentially. I mean, they're looking to upgrade at the point guard certainly. And then you've also got other teams out there like there is Dallas. The Mavericks certainly.
I would like that fit a lot.
Adding him to the Mavericks would be great. You've also got the possibility of him maybe going to Orlando. I know Orlando's trying to stack up money to see if they can not get D'Angelo Russell. They certainly want to try to get a guy like Malcolm Brogdon or Patrick.
Which is interesting because they made that trade for Markel Fultz at the deadline.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, look, Fultz already has played 1 year, and everybody's already putting the B and the U on top of him.
Man, I got him. I don't know if you play NBA 2K, but I got him. He is a diamond, 95 overall Markel Fultz draft card. The dude is insane. I mean, he's insane. So if he can become that, man, Bulls throw all the money at him. Not just kidding. No.
You're right.
Moving on. But one more thing I'll say about Malcolm Brogdon. If the Bulls were to do that, I don't agree with anything Garpax ever does anymore. But, I mean, I like the Kobe White pick. And then if they were to do that, I would support it because I do like his talent. It would just be interesting to see how the fit is. And, I mean, I don't know. It's just something you got to monitor, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, look, 26-year-old young point guard may potentially be even, a nice, 2 possibly. I mean, he's got that ability to kind of be a good transition. And not only that, but he's one of those guys that you look at and you say he can defend like 3 of the 4 positions. Yeah. So, it's nice to have that kind of guy. Right. And again, veteran voice, put him in that point guard spot. Bring Kobe White on little by little.
Coming from a winning culture, too.
Exactly. So there's a great possibility. But there's another point guard out there as well that comes from a winning culture as well. Surprisingly, though, it's Patrick Beverley, which for a lot of people, though, they've been screaming for this guy. And mainly because of the fact that he is a Chicago native himself. A very talented point guard. Not as big as Malcolm Brogdon, about 6'1", 6'2", I think is what his height is at. But even still, another guy who's sort of like a 3-and-D type guy, but gives you a little bit more in terms of assists and slashing. So what do you think about Patrick Beverley?
I like this one better, honestly, just because of the fact that the price tag is going to be a whole lot different. And I understand that he's 32 years old or whatever he is. I believe that's what he is. But you're getting a gritty guy who knows how to play. He knows how to get into the heads of like a guy like Kevin Durant and stuff like that. Yeah. You really need that in the NBA. You got to have tough-nosed guys that want to play hard for you, plays good D. He can shoot threes, and he can facilitate the offense. He's not the greatest point guard, but in terms of veteran leadership off the bench, I would really like the Bulls to do that to develop Kobe White.
Yeah, no. So for Patrick Beverley, he's 6'1", 185. He's 30 years old. Last year, he averaged only 7.6 points a game, but he was 39% or almost 40% really from three-point range. So that's pretty positive. His field goal, his free throws were down, but for the win shares, I mean, he gives you a 4.8. Brogdon gives you more. He's like at a 6.5 right now. But I mean, in terms of what he can provide, like you said, as a veteran point guard, again, coming off the bench, and certainly veteran, I mean, 30 years old, and still playing good defense against a guy, like you said, like Kevin Durant, who towers over this man, I mean, you wouldn't think he'd be such, a little buzzy gnat, but here he is, completely.
That's a great comparison, buzzy gnat.
Exactly. He's flying around your face, just making you upset. That's what he does. But I mean, for the right price, though, that's the thing, because obviously he's trying to see if he can get a nice contract out of this. It's going to be difficult.
Right.
But
he's like the Cortland Finnegan of the NBA.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a great player. It's just I don't want to pay $40 million for a guy that, maybe going to play about 20, 24 minutes or so. I'm not asking him to play 30 by any means. But there are other guys out there. So I mean, I'll throw it to you. I mean, are there any free agents that you see out there that you think could potentially be a pick for the Bulls? You think?
I would like the D Rose, coming
the
back.
Return.
I would like the return of D Rose.
Okay.
Like I was saying with Pat Bev, a Chicago kid. They're guys that are veteran point guards, and moving on to D Rose, I think D Rose is the better player. Yeah. I think he is, and he's definitely developed his game after having all those knee injuries and everything. He definitely had to change He has more layup packages and stuff like that.
Right.
Like whereas before he was just a high flying dunker and he could shoot the outside shot. And I think D Rose could still be something special for this Bulls team. And the offense moving forward, it's just a question because the Chicago media and they, if you watch the Pooh documentary of Derrick Rose, they really showed you how bad the media was and how bad Garpax handled that situation.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily Derrick Rose saying that he couldn't play. Like the man could not physically play, and they're trying to force him out there.
Right.
It was just hard to see because he's not going to want to come back here. But if he were to come back here, I believe Chicago would take him back with open arms.
Yeah, look, no surprise on anybody. I have mixed feelings on the guy. And it's not much so towards him. I think it's more that I'm just upset that he got hurt. And, it is what it is, though. Injuries happen all the time. I mean, we talked about this on the show. These things they come about.
Right.
So for Derrick Rose, look, if he does come back, 18 points a game, he improved his 3-point shooting to 37%, which he's never been a 3-point shooter ever in his lifetime. So, he's still a special player. There's no doubt. It's just coming down to the concern on, he's at that point now in his career where it's like you've got maybe 3, 4, 5 good years left.
Right.
And obviously, too, you have to worry about the fact that it's 2 ACLs still in the same knee.
Yeah.
And, he seemed like he was solid this year. He played 51 games through the year, but it's still something that I would say be cautious with it.
And credit to him, though, because he was bouncing around from team to team, getting traded to the Knicks, and then getting traded to the Cavs, and signing with Minnesota after getting released from the Cavs. It's like this guy has been everywhere. He could have had every opportunity to give up, but he hasn't. He changed his game around. Like I said, he used to be a high-flying dunker, and he lost all that athleticism from the knee injuries. And it's just huge praise to this guy for what he's came through and overcome, having that 50-point game and getting the moment of the year and everything. He's well deserved. I would absolutely love it. I don't think the price tag will be too high.
Yeah.
And like I said, veteran leadership. I'd rather pay Derrick Rose than Pat Bev.
Yeah. Some other free agents that are out there, too, that the Bulls are looking to target. Obviously, we've heard the rumor of Julius Randle potentially maybe coming to the Bulls. They've been looking into that. Enes Kanter has just been announced, too, as also being a target potentially for the Bulls, scoring, coming off the bench, they said. Another guy that I've seen, or two other guys I've really seen that I don't know how this is going to happen, but I would be interested to see. J.J. Redick has been noted as one, and Danny Green has been noted as another. So and this is also coming, too, with the idea that the Bulls potentially could maybe make a trade, sending out somebody like Denzel Valentine maybe to try and see if they can open up more cap space, to try and see if they can get a point guard as well as moving in like a shooting guard or something like that, or a small forward in terms of like a Danny Green.
I have not heard that. But it's interesting. Definitely. You get winning mentality on this team, and definitely guys who can shoot the three. Because they're the Bulls' outside shooting, it's not the best.
Yeah, it's
not
suspect at best. Your best 3-point shooter is the guy you traded for at the deadline at this
Otto
point.
Porter, and then Lauri Markkanen's got some development to do. But in terms of what the Julius Randle thing does, I would like that. I would like that because he's definitely a dominant player.
He's certainly come a long way now. So
and I'm in the boat that I don't really care what the Bulls do with Lauri Markkanen. I really don't. I'd rather have Wendell Carter and Julius Randle over Lauri Markkanen.
Okay.
They thought he was going to be like the next Kristaps Porzingis or the next Dirk, and it really just hasn't panned out. The guy's he's pretty soft, in my opinion.
I will say this: at least he's better than Dragan Bender. So
true.
At least, and it didn't cost us a fortune to get him. It's not like Phoenix who thought, well, we'll really score with this guy.
Yeah.
And he has done nothing.
Yeah.
So we got lucky on that.
I hope Lauri, turns out he's definitely going to get better. Physically, I hope he's been hitting the weight room, and I hope he's, been working on his defense.
Yeah,
that's definitely got to improve. And it was just interesting. I really hated the fact that the Bulls came out and said, I don't know if this was just a rumor or what. I think it was from Casey Johnson, though. He said that everybody is tradable except if your name is Markkanen or Carter. And
I don't agree with
that. Leaves Levine as a trade asset. I don't like it.
I'll say this. Everybody on this team has something wrong with them, right? Even Levine. Levine is great offensively, and certainly it's an offensive league. but you ask him to play some defense, and he puts a hand up, and that's about as much
Right.
as he's going to do.
And
But
he's not a great facilitator.
yeah, and he can't really play the point when you want him to bring the
Right.
ball up. But when you have, I mean, look, he's a star on the Bull. You put him on any other team, he's probably the third or fourth best player. I mean, depending on what team you put him on. But here in Chicago, I mean, he's the lone star right now that we kind of need to say, okay, let's try to build around this. Let's hope that we can maybe keep Otto Porter Jr., although I'd like to cut the contract. And, let's hope Lauri Markkanen can develop. But hopefully some of these guys will be willing to come to Chicago, because right now I would say that in terms of, I mean, because we have the youngest team in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of talent. And hopefully a lot of these guys can say, there's a possibility there. So... but unfortunately, for some of these guys, though, a lot of it comes down to winning. So that's
Yeah.
and that's just
if
What?
you guys had to decide, if you had to make your own list of Bulls that were untouchable to you,
Yeah.
who would it be?
I would say certainly I would say Zach LaVine. I would also go with
And we're saying completely untouchable. So
Completely
you would
untouchable?
never, yeah, you would never.
I would never ever trade them.
I would
Yeah.
never say anybody's untouchable on this Bulls roster.
Yeah, that's the tough thing about it is that
Zach LaVine, you would have to get it's got to
it'd be like
two
have
first.
2 first-round picks and like a couple of good starting players. And that's the hard thing about the Bulls is like while this roster is good, it's hard to say untouchable. If you want to say there's somebody that comes close to it, I would say LaVine's there. I would even maybe say Otto Porter Jr. just because of what he showed. But even then, it's only a sample of what we got.
Right.
I'd like to see him in an 82-game season. I mean, but honestly, everybody really on this roster for the right price could go. Even
for the
look,
right
even
price.
LeBron James could be traded.
Right,
The
but-
Lakers looked at that. So
Wendell Carter, I guess I could say untouchable for me.
okay,
I think he's going to develop into one of the best centers in the league.
yeah.
Just a rim protecting center. He's developing an offensive game, but he's definitely a great defender, and you definitely need that in this type of NBA. So
Yeah, no,
I think
definitely.
Wendell Carter could be a deemed untouchable in my opinion.
Absolutely, yeah. As far as an untouchable though, as of right now, I mean, I'm just gonna stick with the draft pick Kobe White. I mean, I just think, look, if you're gonna trade everybody else out, stick with him, build around him, see if there's a future there. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll stick with that just because, again, this is hard to say because how can you say anybody's untradeable? Like I said,
Yeah.
even LeBron at some point is gonna find his butt getting shipped off.
Yeah, and I thought that was kind of going without being said with Kobe White, but
Right.
yeah, definitely.
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't know who else to pick. I mean, what am I going to say?
I
Denzel
just-
Valentine?
Yeah.
I trade him in a heartbeat for candy. Come on. All right.
I'd trade him for Snickers because
I trade him for a Klondike bar. I mean, come on, man. What would you do? I trade Denzel Valentine for a Klondike bar. All right. Well, guys, you can let us know what you think the Bulls are going to do in free agency. Moving on from here. Obviously, there's a little bit of talk going down in Lakerland because the Washington Wizards have added themselves to the whole talk there. Which is that the Washington Wizards will be acquiring 3 players now from the Lakers. So now they will be opening up more money, which is about, I think, $32 million in cap space, which allows them to...
Isaac Bonga, Mo Wagner, and
Yep.
who was the other one?
Mr. No Name McFace nothing. I don't know. I can't tell you who the third guy was.
Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. But basically, the Lakers have opened up a chance for a max deal to be signed. So now everybody thinks, top free agents are going to be looking to go to the Lakers. So I'll just shoot it to you real quickly. What are your thoughts on this right away, Tyler?
I think the biggest free agent the Lakers are going to pull in, honestly, I think DeMarcus Cousins.
Really?
I think the smart thing to do is bring in a center.
Okay.
You bring in DeMarcus Cousins, who has played with Anthony Davis, and they showed that they could be something special. And then I think DeMarcus Cousins got hurt, right?
Yes.
And that when they had the playoff aspirations, 2 years ago, whatever that was.
Yeah.
But like a guy, like I said, that has played with Anthony Davis, and then obviously LeBron James is a stud.
Right.
I mean, he's the best player in the league, arguably. And then you pair those 3. You got a big 3 right there. And then DeMarcus Cousins, if he came to the Warriors for a title for 1 year, $5 million deal,
Yeah.
what do you think he'll come to the Lakers for? If they can pair those 3 together and then add around them with that max slot, I don't think they're going to go out. If they were smart, they want to go get a max slot. Because if you've seen with the Warriors, their big 3, they had, KD, Clay, and Steph, obviously, and then Draymond, too. But I don't consider him part of that big 3, in my opinion. But then once those guys got hurt with Clay and KD going down, they had nothing on the bench.
Yeah.
So if the Lakers take anything from this, don't stack your roster in the front end. Stack your roster in the back end because what wins you playoff games, what wins you championships is your bench mob.
Yeah, no, well, and this brings up the big question, too, that I was going to ask, which is, should they sign a big-time player with this money, or should they spread it out a little bit? And I'm kind of in that same mode where I think, look, you've got $32 million in cap space. There's a ton of free agents that, even after like we call them, the smooth seven are gone.
Right.
There's still a bunch of guys. You've got Vucic, you've got Cousins, you got Danny Green, you've got all these different names out there. Brogdon's another one. Who knows? The Lakers, if you can't get Kemba Walker, Kyrie Irving, you haven't even called him.
It's sounding like Kemba's going to Boston.
That's what they've been saying.
Apparently
Boston.
He's flying into Boston with the intention of signing a 4-year, $190 million.
Well, after the Charlotte Hornets apparently went $61 million underneath. Yeah, they lowballed him. $61 million on the contract.
Learned that from the White Sox.
Jesus,
Can't
really.
guys.
Come on, Jordan. Jesus. But no, this is they've got an open opportunity on that.
Though,
yeah,
because Kemba is a Jordan athlete.
That's the weird thing about it, isn't it?
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just whatever. It's Jordan's brand. He can do whatever he wants with it. It's his team. If he wants to run it into the ground more, let him. But
without Kemba, they're nothing, man.
Hey, can I throw in a nugget really quick?
What's up?
Thomas was showing me earlier that there's 2 names right now linked with the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
J.R. Smith, they're planning. They're
That's
they're
right.
saying that
Yes.
the Cavs are going to release J.R. Smith.
He's a stud.
And then if that happens, he also
the Denver Nuggets.
I'm just saying. Thomas showed me the article that Carmelo Anthony is actually interested in joining the Lakers. Now that doesn't seem like a good fit for me.
So they're gonna give 2 guys $1 million apiece to kind of sit on the bench on rocking chairs and shoot the ball every now and then.
Occasionally come in and be a spot up shooter and lock down.
Hey,
and,
hey.
What?
Hensel's gonna kill you.
Look, we got our guy Andy Hensel, who's a big Carmelo Anthony fan. Look, I'm not saying Carmelo Anthony probably isn't a future Hall of Famer and a great player, okay? But I'm not paying him any money to just sit there on the bench and be like, 3, I'm going to put the hoodie up, I'm done.
He would have to come in for the vet, below minimum.
Exactly, yeah.
But, I mean, I would like that fit because obviously he's going to be playing with vets, with Anthony Davis and LeBron James, and they would keep him accountable. Whereas you go to a team when he was with the Rockets, with CP3 and Harden, and CP3 and Harden doesn't. I mean, the reports are that they never really had that situation happen or whatever. But I don't really see as either of them being leaders. I've heard CP3 is a terrible teammate. I think that's the report. And Melo was just used as he's a player that needs to have the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
But with the team like the Lakers with LeBron and AD, he's gonna obviously know that, but he's gonna be like that spot up shooter, which would be amazing for the Lakers. The only way I would like them to spend a max is if they signed Klay Thompson.
That
would be an amazing fit.
That would be nice. Although the word is that he's already agreeing with the Warriors to the max deal of I think 5 years, $190 million or
Space Jam
whatever.
2, man. I think it's turning heads.
Well, I'll say this for the Lakers before we get out of this one because I think the Lakers are just trying to build a Showtime 2.0. And what it's really turning into is like Cirque du So Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got an egotistical celebrity in LeBron James. I mean, and this is just me going out on the wild, right? Egotistical celebrity in LeBron James. You've got a speak nothing, say nothing, know nothing kind of guy in Anthony Davis. You have then you're gonna go get Mr. Crazy. I can make the shot. J.R. Smith run out of bounds, whatever. Try and make a crazy shot like that. And then you're gonna bring in broke down Carmelo Anthony. I just feel like they're just trying to earn a quick buck. I don't, and this comes all back to just management.
Right.
This whole thing just comes back.
Rob Lowe is an idiot.
Rob Lowe is indeed an idiot. And Jeannie Buss, and this is where I think it's Jeannie telling Linda Rambis to tell Rob Pelinka what to do, and then Rob's listening to Kurt, and then it's come on. I mean, look, you're gonna have Kawhi walk in there, who's apparently gonna sit down with Jeannie Buss, Magic Johnson, and Rob Pelinka. Right. You're gonna have 3 different people saying 3 different things to you. I mean. What does he think he's going to gain out of this?
I would like to fit with Kawhi because he's not injury prone.
Yeah,
he's definitely not. I mean, obviously he had that situation going on with the Spurs, which forced them to trade him, I guess.
Right.
But if you get bringing Kawhi Leonard, you got to be the title favorites.
I would think so. Although, I mean, rumors are spreading now that Kawhi Leonard and Kevin Durant could potentially be influenced by each other.
That would be cool.
That would. I mean, if that is the case,
Because if they went to the Knicks and you had without, because what I had my argument with Kevin Durant going to the Knicks and the Knicks, investing in their future and Kevin Durant. Well, yeah, that's cool and all.
Yeah.
But, you're not going to make the playoffs because Kevin Durant, you're not going to be able to get to the playoffs and then have Kevin Durant there for the playoffs when he'll be back in 9 months or whatever it is.
Right.
But if you bring in Kawhi could single-handedly take you to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then you have KD coming back, they could win a title in year one.
Absolutely, yeah.
Which I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with that if they both went to the Knicks.
I mean, look, this is where the free agency is going to be interesting, and the only reason the only reason we're hitting this one with the Lakers is just because, I mean, look, this just adds to the insanity because it's $32 million. You probably got half that office saying superstar, you got half the office saying spread it around. Let's just get them all in a boxing ring at this point. I don't mind seeing, Kurt Rambis punch Rob Pelinka or, Jeannie Buss and Linda Rambis go at it. Let's just put the front.
Right.
Winner gets the ownership of the Lakers. How about that?
Right.
Let's just do a Royal Rumble style. Winner gets Lakers. How about that? What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
I'll go in on that one. Then this way I can say we have the Lakers, and then we can do whatever we want with them.
Ooh, let me tell you something, brother. I'm gonna get you, and I'm gonna win the Lakers, baby. Ooh.
Is that Hulk Hogan?
No, that was no. That was actual. It was a Macho Man cross.
Oh, Macho Man Randy
Macho
Savage.
Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna take the Lakers.
Snap into a Slim Jim, baby. We're not sponsored by Slim Jim, but we will be if they want us to be.
I apologize.
Ooh, shout out Slim Jims.
All right. Well, you guys can let us know what you think about the Lakers situation down below. Before we get out of here, Tyler, we got to play a game with you really fast, man. I played this with Tom McKinney. The X-Bomb Quiz Down is back, ladies and gentlemen, and it is the nickname. What?
Have some fun to play the games.
It is the nickname edition. We are doing this one again, so I'm going to be hitting you with some nicknames here. Tyler, just move the computer a little bit closer to me, and we'll go through these in about, we'll give it about a 2 minute or so, 2.5 minutes so time, and see how many of these you can get right. So you ready for this one? All right, man. So we'll start it off. So Tom, we got all the way into basketball pretty high in this. So I think we're gonna start with some basketball stuff, and maybe we'll kick it into football. You ready, man?
All righty.
All right. Well, let's do it. First one we're gonna start with is the Admiral.
Admiral. That is David Robinson.
That is correct. Next, you have Agent Zero.
Gilbert Arenas.
Correct. All right. The Answer.
Allen Iverson.
All righty. Basketball Jesus.
Ooh. Dr. J? No, that's Dr. J.
What are you thinking? A few more seconds.
Ooh, basketball Jesus.
He didn't answer. What do you got?
No.
Nothing?
No,
It's
God.
Larry Bird.
I was going to say that.
Yeah. All right.
I was
wow.
picturing longer hair. I was trying to think of a basketball player who
No.
had long hair and a beard.
I'm
Basketball
upset.
Jesus, man. He walks on water.
I'm upset.
It's all right. All right. Big Nasty.
Big Nasty.
Yeah.
Shaq? I don't know.
No, it's Corliss Williamson. I don't know if anybody would have
Never
ever
heard
gotten
of
that.
him.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Very. All right. Black Mamba.
Kobe Bryant.
Yes. All right. Chief. This is another
Chief.
old school player.
Chief.
Yep.
Keith Van Horton.
Nope. Robert Parrish.
Robert Parrish. Okay.
All right. Diesel.
Shaq.
Yes, that is correct. Dr. J.
Dr. J. Oh, Julius Erving.
You can't answer me with the nickname as much as I know we want to. All right. The Dream.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yep. All right. The Dunking Dutchman.
Dunking Dutchman. Oh no, it's Piece of Pete Maravich. Dunking Dutchman.
What do you got?
Do I have a hint? Do I get a hint? Do we
I'll
allow
give you
hints?
I'll give you the team played for the Pacers.
Pacers.
You never asked for a hint.
The Dunking Dutchman played for the Pacers.
Yeah. You got an answer?
It's not. No, I don't.
Rick Smith.
Never heard him.
Yeah, I played during the days of Reggie Miller. All right, Iceman. Old school player, played with the Bulls and
Dennis
the Spurs.
Rodman.
Nope.
Iceman. Artis Gilmore.
No.
Iceman. Oh, my
Got
dad's
one
gonna
more.
kill me.
Get one more on this.
Ron Harper.
Nope. George Gervin.
Okay. No.
All right. The mailman.
Man, like Carl Malone.
There you go. All right. Penny.
Penny Hardaway.
What's his real name, though? Can you give me the real name?
Wait,
Oh,
is his name
I
not
always thought
Penny?
his real name was Penny.
His name is Anthony.
Nope. wouldn't have got that.
Anthony Penny Hardaway.
Never
is his
would've got
name.
that.
All right. The Rain Man.
The Rain Man.
Yeah. And it's not R-A-I-N.
R-E.
It's R-E-I-G-N.
The Rain Man. I feel like
The
I
Rain
should know
Man.
this.
Played up west.
Up west. The Rain Man.
The Rain Man. What do you got?
Up west.
Maybe a Seattle Supersonics player? Is that
The
possible?
Rain Man.
Yes.
Up west. The Rain Man.
Yes.
Up west. Nope.
Nothing?
Steve Kemp?
Sean Kemp.
Sean Kemp.
Oh,
Steve
Sean
Kemp,
Kemp.
whatever. Same guy. All
Hey,
right.
you got the last name right.
I was thinking like a
Basketball
3-point
sucks.
shooter, Rain
All right.
Man, but Sean Kemp's a dunker.
All right.
Seattle Supersonics, though, yeah.
Yeah. All right. The truth.
The truth. Why do I not? I know this. Oh my gosh. The truth. The truth.
You got 5 seconds before I answer.
Paul
Yeah.
Pierce.
Paul Pierce. Yeah, that's correct. All right. And the final one is Zeke.
Zeke Elliott.
Not even close. Not even close.
Iggy Igulabanwe.
No.
Brazdakis.
No, you were way off. It's Isaiah Thomas.
No.
And
Old
here's the
school
bonus question. White Mamba. White Mamba.
Brian Scalabrine.
That is correct. Woo! All right. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait. I thought we were going to NFL.
All right, I'll give you a few more NFL, and then we got to hit out of here. All right, so I'll give you some quick ones. All right, Minister of Defense.
Minister of Defense.
Yep.
Oh.
Old school player.
Minister of Defense.
Actually, not too old school.
Oh.
It's me. Got an answer?
I know
Minister
this.
of Defense. What do you got?
I know this.
Played
Reggie
with-
White.
That is correct.
Wow. Wow.
All right, and I'll give you a few more. You got Lights Out.
Oh. Ed Reed? Sean Taylor?
No.
Lights Out?
Lights Out was his nickname.
Ray Lewis?
That's incorrect. It was Sean Merriman.
Oh, I was thinking safety, though.
You were in the right area. You were in the right
Give me
area.
that. Give me that.
All right, and the final one is going to be the Rocket.
The Rocket. Rocket Man. Burning on
I think Tom knows who it is.
Say it in the mic. We have this stuff for a reason.
The Rocket?
Yes.
Ron Dushmail. Is that what you said?
What did you say?
Is that what you said?
No, that is not what he said. That was pretty close, though. I mean, that was.
Ricky Williams.
No, that
The
is
Rocket
incorrect.
Man?
It's
Or the Rocket?
It's Raghib Ishmael.
Who is that?
He was an. I threw it out there just for that man himself. Former wide receiver. He played at Notre Dame. One of the greatest return men of all time. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, we're going to be talking here with the NHL, and we're also going to be spouting out some more stuff here. Tyler, thank you so much, man, for joining us. We really do appreciate
I
it.
appreciate all the time you always have to spend with me.
All right, man. Well, where can they find you, my man?
At Tyler Dillon on Twitter, at TYLERRDYLANN. I am the only true fan of the Arizona Hotshots. Rest in peace.
Still is.
But yeah, so then check me out on Putting Up Points from 12 to 2 with my co-host Jake Bradley. We just did a live NFL fantasy mock draft PPR. Check it out. It'll be posted on our Twitter at XBPUP. Yeah, so stay tuned for all those updates.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, make sure to go check their stuff out. They did a fantastic job. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back here on the XBomb Sports Live Show. Don't go anywhere.
The Chicagoland area has a large number of lonely dogs currently filling shelter pens, just waiting to find a family. Nothing adds warmth to a home like a wagging tail and a warm pair of brown eyes. If you are considering adding a dog to your household, visit the Anderson Animal Shelter, where adoption counselors can assist you in selecting your new best friend. Make your house a home. Adopt a shelter dog. To see a current list of adoptees, visit their website at www.andersonanimalshelter.org or meet them in person at 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin. Don't have room in the home for a new furry family member? Donations of toys, collars, and soft or hard non-perishable dog food are always accepted and are greatly appreciated. All animals are spayed or neutered and are waiting with tails wagging to find a loving home. Visit 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin or www.andersonanimalshelter.org for more details. Throughout the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, Judy Finelli established herself as a masterful juggler and performer, making appearances everywhere from Carnegie Hall to Sesame Street. With her loving heart, she has brought warm smiles to children everywhere she has performed. She even started the San Francisco School for the Circus Arts, but shortly after, she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and by 2004, she was completely paralyzed. In celebration of her accomplishments and to fight the illness that had crippled Judy, a group of students from the San Francisco Clown College have compiled the perfect holiday present for those who want to laugh and to help those struggling with the illness. The goal has been set at $1 million raised, with 100% of any dollar made to be donated to the Judy Finelli Fund, which is helping find a cure to multiple sclerosis. Visit www.circuscenter.org to make a donation or to purchase a framed naked clown photo or the full Naked Clown 12-month calendar. Remember, 100% of every dollar is donated and goes to fighting MS.
Everybody here to the Ice is Nice with your man Silver and Spice. My name is Silver. This is Spice. How you doing, Spice?
Hi.
You're supposed to be more a pep because you're Spice. I gave you that one. By the way, I love your jersey.
Thank you. I got this when I went to New Orleans.
It's very, very nice.
It cost me like $40.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I am still Andrew Valentin, and next to me now is the man who's rocking his voodoo that he knows how to do. It's Mr. Tom McKinney himself. Tom, how you doing, man?
I'm tired.
You're tired? You're tired.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been a long week for all of us, so. But I hope you're ready to get into this one, man.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, well, we got some fun one for you guys, so we're going to start the second half off with NHL free agency itself. Now, I know we've been talking free agency to death, just like we talked the draft to death.
We're really talking about the real sport now.
Oh, jeez. Throwing shots and fires at the NBA. All right. Well, yes, the NHL draft is going on. Obviously, there's a lot of top names that are coming out this year. It's pretty star-studded, and there could be a lot of big signings that come underway. So I thought it'd be good to explore and see exactly what the big names are that are out there, as well as maybe see what the Chicago Blackhawks might be able to pick up here. So ready to dive into it, Tom?
Yeah.
He says as he yawns like, oh, it's nothing.
Hey, bring the energy, Thomas. Bring the energy. I will go in there. I could never even be on the TV show, and you're over here
You
yawning.
could be on the TV show.
I'm gonna go vape.
You really could be on the TV show, you know.
I don't want
Hey,
to.
I know.
Hey.
All right, well,
Hey.
let's kick this one off. So the top free agent right now that's also being noted for the Blackhawks as well is Artem. Go ahead. You want to say his name?
Artemi Panarin.
Artemi Panarin. Thank you. Well, I've tried to practice these names, man, but, you know, YouTube only
Terrible.
gives me so many names
You're
sometimes.
terrible.
Thank you. All right, so Artemi Panarin, what do you feel for him, obviously? The Blackhawks making a return potentially, you think? Or
Too much money.
too much
As
money,
much
you would
as
say?
I'd like to see him come back, he's going to just cause too much money.
What do you think would be the cost for Panarin at this point right now?
What we don't have.
I know we're not sitting exactly with a whole lot of money. I mean, we've
think
got
we
about
have, like-
11.94 million in cap space at this point.
Well, is that after they just signed John Quinville and Dylan Sakura?
I believe so, yes. So that we're not looking at exactly a lot of money, but obviously Panarin was being connected a lot with the Blackhawks. So I mean, I'm in agreement. Obviously, last year he had a $6 million cap hit. He's gonna look to probably get a whole lot of money. But now, if he's not going to the Blackhawks, where do you feel he's going, Tom?
Florida.
Florida. Any particular reason why?
Who's there right now?
I don't know. You want to tell us?
John Quinville's first cousin, Joel Quinville.
That's true, yes. Yeah, there's been a lot of rumors that he's definitely steering towards Florida. The Breadman could be joining up with Coach Q there, and it feels like it's kind of a match made in heaven almost for these two. I mean, there's a lot of people that think Q could be having Panarin Panarin could be Coach Q's new Patrick Kane, is what I've seen from a couple of reports, if he does hit Florida, because certainly the Panthers are looking to kind of grab everything they possibly can because the team is just in the dumpster, I guess we could say, almost.
No,
or
I like
one
Florida.
foot in the
Go
grave.
home. Get out. I don't want you here anymore. Go.
All right.
Leave.
Okay, all right. So, yeah.
And
So
he's not even a big one. Those are just unrestricted.
well, who would you say is the big one then?
Mitch Marner.
Mitch Mott, really?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
a restricted free agent.
And that's the thing though, is that who do you think is going to pick him up? Because I don't think he's going to get picked up, to be honest. I don't know if any. I mean, people will certainly make their offers, but I don't think he's
First off,
leaving.
he's a restricted free agent, and it sounds like they still haven't signed him yet.
Mm-hmm.
But they're saying, this is from Dave Stenson of Fanside.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is. I just clicked on a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was posted a day ago. The headline is Toronto Maple Leafs have put the ball in Mitch Marner's court. So it sounds like they've offered him as a restricted free agent. Marner's demands have been all over the place. Some say he wants over $11 million per season. If you believe
wow.
Darren Dreger, $12 million a year. It isn't unreasonable. Multiple teams have reported interested in signing him, but instead of bowing to Marner's demand, Dubas has been busy taking care of business. So the Maple Leafs just re-signed Kasperi Kapanen and Anders Johnson to very reasonable deals that the former got 3 years for 3.2. Meanwhile, the latter got 4 years for 3.4 million per year, 6.6 million combined for the two guys, who both had at least 40 points last season. So, with those two signings, the Maple Leafs now have 6.94 million of cap space. So they aren't going to be able to sign Marner unless Marner takes a pay cut. And if I'm Marner, I don't.
Yeah, no, it's it's definitely a difficult situation there. He's a really good special player. Obviously, he wants to be paid like one. I just see the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I think they'll make the right offer to him, and I think he's going to stick around, especially with that team too. I mean, they already have.
And it has to be like the rest of their cap space.
Yeah.
For the next 20,000 years.
For the next 20,000 years.
Yeah. So his kids' will be set for life.
Certainly. He's a special player. I like I said, I think Toronto will probably try to do everything they can to try and get him an offer, but it is difficult because obviously being a popular player, everybody's going to try and make their pass at him. But there's other names out there as well. There's Sergei Bobrovsky. For the what?
He's going to Florida. It's over.
You think he's going to Florida?
He
really?
put up his $9.9 million apartment.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means a lot.
You really think he's going to leave? I mean, look, I think he is leaving Columbus, but I don't think he's going to Florida necessarily.
Dude, the Russians love the warmth. They want to go south.
It's not, there's warmth in California. I mean, he could be headed west. You never know.
No.
You really don't think
they
so?
like Florida more.
All
I don't know
right.
what it is.
All right.
I guess they fit in down there.
Yeah.
They're Florida people then?
It's possible. All right, so you say Florida. Mm-hmm. Okay, all right.
Remember, he is 30, though.
Yeah, that is true, yes. But he did come up with, 37 wins, I believe it was, last year. I mean, he was arguably one of the best. And now you have Roberto Luongo hanging up his skates now. Salute to you, Roberto Luongo, for retiring.
Is this green?
Yes.
This is not a green.
It's a mild green.
This is ridiculous. I quit. I'm going home.
All right. So there's a bunch of other names out there. Now there's there's 3 that I've heard now that have come out for the Blackhawks that are big name guys.
Can I guess the 3?
Do you want to?
One's Anders Lee, former Notre Dame player.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Joe Pavelski. Mm-hmm. And the other one is Corey Perry.
Ooh, I was going to mention Corey Perry, but he was a guy I've heard before. The other guy I was hearing was Matt Duchene, potentially.
No, he's going to Nashville.
Is that official?
He's going to Nashville.
How do you figure?
Because
do you have the inside voice?
Yes, I have
you're
the
not telling
inside.
us?
Don't worry about it. It's me.
Oh, my God.
He's going to Nashville.
I don't know. I mean,
He's a big country guy.
I know he is, but I wouldn't put it past him.
And Nashville has more money than we do.
Well, now
they don't
they
have
do.
Much.
Now that they've let go of PK, I mean,
They don't have much, but they have enough.
Right. All right, so but no, but we'll stick on those three because obviously I've heard. What's up?
Let's just talk about the Ryan Hartman situation.
Oh my God, do we have to?
Have you heard about this?
I saw it pop up really quickly. I didn't get a chance to read into it.
So the day of the draft, so that Friday, he's like, I'm going off the grid for like 2 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
Or until next Saturday. So today,
Right.
I'll see you then. Well, he got traded from Philly to Dallas, and
Right.
Dallas didn't pick up his contract or re-sign him.
Okay.
So he is a restricted free. No, he's an unrestricted free agent.
Yeah.
So he is going into. He just got back. He's like, to everybody out there who's concerned, I have been in contact with my agent via satellite phone because his mom tweeted out was like, Ryan, you need to contact me like ASAP. There's news you need to know about. But like, could you just imagine him doing like the Simpsons scene?
Oh,
Where Abe Simpsons walks into that burlesque place where he just walks in, he walks off the boat, looks at his phone, and walks
Yeah.
right back on the boat as he throws his phone in the water.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh no, without a doubt.
That would've been
like,
great.
Like I just got here. Now I'm gotta go again. God.
Yeah,
I would.
that would've been great.
I would definitely be that upset too. Absolutely. No, I didn't hear about that. But no, the top three guys that I've been hearing for. Well, two of the top three guys I've been hearing for the Blackhawks have been Joe Pavelski and Anders Lee. They've kind of been the two big names that are really been
Perfect. I
floating
want
around.
both of them.
Well, I mean, Joe Pavelski, for those that don't know, 34 years old, right? Correct? 34-year-old center.
34-year-old. Anders Lee is 28.
And yes, Anders Lee.
Pavelski played 75 games, 28 goals, 64 points last season.
Yep.
No, 2 seasons ago. In 17-18.
Right. Well, he's coming off a 38-goal season this year, so.
Yeah, for Pavelski.
Right.
For Anders Lee, he's 28, maybe probably 29 right now.
Yeah, he's about to turn 29.
He played all 82 games, 28 goals, 51 points.
Yeah.
So,
And he's 6'3", 231, which is
and he has the luck of the Irish, so like, it's right here. It makes
He does have the
sense.
luck of the Irish. He is not
It makes sense. It's
Yeah.
close to where he played college hockey. He knows the organization because the Blackhawks go there all the time.
Yeah.
And it just makes sense.
Well, and he's also said that he's a bit unhappy with the Islanders in the situation that went down with his contract because he thought the Islanders were going to re-sign him earlier. Turned out Islanders are now gonna wait on that situation. So
Yeah, they're gonna wait and see what they decide if they want to keep him or not.
Right.
But he is the captain, and I'm fine with bringing him here.
yeah, no, I think that would definitely help out a lot. I mean, you've just traded for Ali Mata, which Tom has expressed his idea on that. You've also traded now for Dihan as well. They made that trade along the way, which, you know, I think it's okay. I don't mind the trade. I mean, he seems like he's a pretty good player. I don't know how you feel on it, Tom.
It's gonna be a wait and see situation for him.
Okay.
He's
all
got
right.
potential, but
But I mean,
it
you're
depends
talking
on what
about
you do.
like a first day starter, a guy who can hit, a guy who can score.
Second line center.
I mean, you're looking at two.
No, my bad. Second line left wing.
Yes. Really?
Well, that's what his position is.
Is
You
it?
put Pavelski as center.
Oh,
So,
well,
I thought you have
he was
Kane
there.
on the right, you have Pavelski centering, and you
Okay.
have Anders Lee second line left wing.
Okay.
Let's go. That's a perfect.
I mean, look, I think these two guys would be excellent.
Is there any chance of that actually happening? Or no?
There's
Or
a
is that
very
just fantasy?
slim chance. I think
It-
I said in the group text.
It would probably be one or the other.
I think I said in the group text with Joe
Mm-hmm.
Pavelski, I was like 2 to 3 years for like $6 million.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It was a cheap. It was a deal that would certainly have to be cheap on the books.
Which I don't think he's looking for a whole lot.
No, I think he's looking just for an opportunity to just like play a few
Because
more
he's,
years.
he's 34, like he'll end his contract and he'll probably retire.
Yeah, and I mean, look, for a guy that's had over 350 goals, over 400 assists at this point now. I mean,
Oh, by the way, speaking of Bobby Lou,
Mm-hmm.
he has now hit a cap space because he retired. He's still
Really?
in contract.
Are you kidding?
He's caused the Florida Panthers $1 million cap space hit for the next 3 years.
Wow.
And he's cost the Vancouver Canucks $2 million for the
Unbelievable.
next 3 years in the cap space.
unbelievable.
So, yeah.
All right, so I'll throw out one more name for you, and I know you'll probably say different on this, but I'm gonna throw this out there and I'm gonna see what you think of it. Joe Thornton.
Jumbo Joe, he's already signed a contract.
Has he really?
Yeah.
I didn't.
He signed a contract like after the season ended.
Excuse me.
He signed a 1-year deal. Who I want is Wayne Simmons. Let's go.
Wayne Simmons, really?
Yes, let's
okay.
go.
All right.
Wayne Simmons.
Now, are there any other free agents outside that you see for yourself? As anybody out there?
I mean, Peter Mrazek would be a fun one as a goaltender. He could back up Crawford.
Yeah.
Or I'm trying to look because Peter Mrazek's only 27.
Right.
He won't take that big of a hit. The person I would stay away from the most is Semyon Varlamov. He's a piece of shit. But other than that, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're losing unrestricted free agents that we have. The key players are Marcus Kruger, Chris Newitz, and Cam Ward, obviously.
Who I would really go after the most if I could would be Jordy Ben.
Okay.
Or I just saw him. Where did he go?
Who are you looking for?
Gustav Nyquist would be a good one. I've heard his name around there.
Yeah.
Stay away from Corey Perry. He's like 8 million years old. He played 31 games and only had 6 goals and 10 points.
What about a Justin Williams, maybe? You think he's going to re-sign with the Hurricanes? Or
I don't know,
would
man.
you-
It's been an exciting season for them. The problem is they don't have the money.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hit or miss.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate to see. The Hurricanes, Justin Williams, I mean, look, he's been El Capitan there for so long, and now potentially he could be falling out of there. It's sad to see, but unfortunately that's the business of the game.
Or I like this one too, and there's 2 more that I've heard. Both are Boston guys. This one I haven't heard, but I would like him, Noel Achari.
Okay.
I think he would be a good one. He was really key in the playoffs. Unfortunately, just bumped and bruises that didn't work out.
Right.
The other person I like is Marcus Johansson.
I've heard a lot on him too.
I think he's an up and coming. He'll probably take a little bit of a cap spot, but if you can get him for the right price for a couple of years, I think he would be key.
Well, the cap space he took up last year was about $4.5 million. So
Yeah.
you're not looking at a lot with him. And not only that, but he's 28, great left winger, has the ability to kind of be a great asset on offense and defense. I mean, he hits like a train, according to a lot of the players out there that have made comments for him. So, I mean, he would be a fairly good, cheap option that potentially you could be looking at. And obviously, too, as far as I saw somebody mention out there that the Blackhawks should go get Patrick Marleau.
No, he doesn't want to be
gonna
here.
happen.
He
Not
doesn't
gonna
want to
happen.
be here.
He wants to go to San Jose and
Yeah.
retire. He wants one more year in the sun with San Jose and call it a career. I mean, and nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah.
All right.
Why anybody thinks otherwise? He doesn't want to be here. That's how it's always been.
Yeah. So what would you say are the top out of all the free agents that are out there, what are like the top 3-4 free agents you would say the Blackhawks maybe get a chance to grab? Or or not
at
even
least
just
to
the top
talk
3,
to,
you know.
At least to talk to.
At least to talk to. That you think could be the best option.
I think they'll try to talk to Artemi.
Okay.
But I don't know if he'll want to listen. I think Anders Lee, Joe Pavelski, and I think Gustav Nyquist. Unfortunately, I also do think Corey Perry. And then to round it out, I think Marcus Johansson might be one that they'll go after and try to have and see if he'll listen to. But you got to also look, Jake Gardner's out there.
Right.
Toronto, again, we just talked about it. They can't even afford to sign Mitch Marner.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't the Blackhawks try to give Mitch Marner all 11 that we have in cap hit and just be like, all right, well, we got our guy.
Right. Yeah.
Like, boom.
I mean, that would be.
I'd be fine with
that
getting
would
one
be great.
person over 30 different people that we can't afford.
Well, I would like you've said before, you don't have to stack defensemen. You've got a bunch of young guys in there. You also have a bunch of young wingers out there as well and centers that are getting ready to make their move up. So you don't exactly have to go diving into the pool to try and grab all the fish up. You know, you can work with what you've got. So I mean, it'll be interesting. I like the Nyquist one. I certainly like Anders Lee. Gardner, I think Gardner would be great. I mean, it certainly packaging him, giving him a good package. I mean, it definitely could work. But you know what? This is where again the Blackhawks though they have to make that decision because that's the big thing is like you've worn that shirt before. You've got Stan Bowman who, unfortunately,
I saw that shirt. I was going to wear it, but I
Yeah.
decided not to.
You've got Stan Bowman, who unfortunately is still in charge, and he's got to be the one to pull the trigger on these decisions. And it's been proven in the past, sometimes he just doesn't feel like it's the right move. But then again, who knows? But you guys can comment down below. Let us know what you think about the Chicago Blackhawks situation. Who do you think the free agents are that they could potentially land? You guys can comment down below. Let us know what you think. All right. So moving into the final topic on this one, we have some Major League Baseball talk that we have to get to because obviously baseball season. What,
Okay,
you tired of
Tom,
it already?
Let me tell you, I was doing that the last segment while you were talking about hockey.
I do that with your show.
Oh my, yeah.
To you non-loving World Cup person.
No, I
God,
don't love it. But
You guys have such
Save
a
that for
rivalry
Wednesday.
that it's burning a hole in here. All right, yeah. So Major League Baseball, ladies and gentlemen, the All-Star Game. The rosters have officially been announced. They are final now. So I thought it would be good. We go through these rosters, kind of give our thoughts on what we like and what we don't like. Obviously, we have our own bias that we're probably going to throw into this one.
Just start naming them. We'll get there.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll just go through these and give our thoughts on them. All right, so the American League All-Star Game roster, the starters have now been named. It is Gary Sanchez from the Yankees at center, Carlos Santana from the Indians at first base.
Wait, sorry. Start again.
What's up?
I was trying to get an article. Start again.
All right, so it's Gary Sanchez, the Yankees catcher.
Trash.
All right. Carlos Santana, the Indians at first base.
Trash.
DJ LeMahieu, the Yankees at second base.
Trash.
Jorge Polanco, Twins at shortstop.
Trash.
Is that all you're going to say for these guys?
Just keep going.
All right. Alex Bregman for the Astros at third base. Mike
I
Trout at
muted
the
it for
Angels
that
for
one.
outfield.
Trash.
You are so blasphemy. There's baseball Jesus there, and you are calling him trash. How dare you?
Trash.
Oh, my God. All right. George Springer, the Astros outfield.
Trash.
Michael Brantley, Astros outfield.
Trash.
And Hunter Pence, Rangers.
He just looks like the guy from Home Alone.
He does have that look about him.
But he's trash.
All right. Should I just ask putting up points? What about them?
Trash.
All right. Well, what are your thoughts on the American League roster, man? What do you think about
They're
it?
finally going to lose.
They're finally going to lose. Okay. So you don't agree with it at all?
No.
Okay. All right.
Are they announced their starters yet?
I don't.
Like the starting pitchers?
I haven't had the chance to find the pictures yet. I'll see if I can get them up right now. But no, I mean, look, I have a bias obviously here. I mean, I'm a White Sox fan. I was kind of rooting for my own. But I will say this roster, I think, could have been a whole lot better. I mean,
Yeah, it's a trash lineup.
it really is not anything.
Up and down. No All-Stars on the team.
I mean, clearly they are all-stars, but I mean,
Not genuine All-Stars.
yes.
This is the
there's
John
some-
Scott of All-Star list.
Yes, this is it's a little bit of an iffy situation here with this. All right. So that's the American League one. Yeah, I'll try to see if I can find the pictures here as soon as I possibly can.
All right, let's go through this National League
But
one.
we'll go through the National League one so Tom can, get his rocks off on this. So we've got Wilson Contreras for the
All right,
Cubs.
time out.
I mean, I haven't even started yet, really.
Well, he's done something that no one's done in a while.
Yeah.
I just had it. Oh, Contreras is the first Cubs catcher to start in consecutive All-Star games since Gabby Harton in 36-37, and the fourth NL catcher joining Buster Posey, Yadier Molina, and Mike Piazza to start in back-to-back summers over the past 25 years.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Very, very nice. Very nice. Yeah. So
And not trash.
Yeah. So you have God. All right. So in the National League at catcher, you have Wilson Contreras.
Trash.
You have Thank you, Jake. You have Freddie Freeman.
Trash.
Braves
I have
first
one thing
baseman.
to say about
you
that.
can't say what? What's that?
Is that the Cubs were playing the Braves that series when they announced all this, and you know how Facebook's been doing like you can if you follow like the Cubs or something like that, they do the like quick highlights and stuff.
Yeah.
They had the Braves announcers for some of the Braves plays, and every time Freddie Freeman would do something, they'd be like, "Oh, this is why he's an All-Star. Oh, this is why he's an All-Star. Oh, this is why he's an All-Star." I'm like, just get out of his pants, and we'll be good, because that's literally how it sounded.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I mean, look, he's been having a killer year.
He's trash.
So I okay. Ketel Martin for the Arizona Diamondbacks at second
Trash.
base. Javier Baez for the Cubs is
Not
at
trash.
shortstop.
Not trash.
Trash.
And he's
Trash.
also made history again.
Oh, gosh.
Trash.
Baez is the first player in MLB history to start at second base in 2018 and shortstop in 2019 in consecutive seasons.
Trash. All right, and Nolan Arenado for the Rockies will be at
Trash.
third
Worst
base.
third baseman in the league.
And the outfield will be Christian Yelich for the
Trash.
Milwaukee Brewers.
What
You're
a joke
just
of a
mad.
player.
Cody
He's on the roids.
Cody Bellinger at
Bellinger, it's Bellinger.
Bellinger,
Jesus.
whatever.
Trash.
For the Dodgers in the outfield as well, along with Ronald Acuna Jr. for
I like
the
him.
Atlanta. Oh, now you like
No,
somebody.
because he was the reason why I was like, he's winning
Jesus.
Rookie of the Year last year, and he won Rookie of the Year.
Unbelievable. Yeah, so I'm looking for the pitchers here. It's a little bit tough to try and find it.
Really
although a lot
quick,
of
Andrew.
What's up?
Pitchers and reserve players are going to be announced tomorrow at 5:30.
Okay.
This is
all right,
ridiculous.
all right,
That's
well
not
then we'll go off
vote-based.
of that. So what do you think? Who do you think will be the starting pitcher for the National League then?
One-eyed Scherzer versus Lucas Giolito.
One-eyed Scherzer versus Lucas Giolito. Okay, interesting. I don't know why
Trash.
you called him one-eyed Lucas.
He has a black eye and a broken nose.
I know. But he's not wearing an eye patch. He still has both eyes.
Yeah, but it's like he's literally sliding up his shot. He's like, I got this. One eye. Here we go.
I mean, he's better with one eye. He's just as good as with one eye than he is with both. So,
Trash.
is that just the method here today? Is that the word of the day? The word of the day is trash today.
No, the word of the day is shh.
Oh my God. No, my bank is definitely on Max Scherzer to start for the Nationals. I mean, the guy. I mean, again, he ages like fine wine. He's not slowing down. I don't know. He might be playing well into his 50s with Bartolo Colon, who'll probably play into his 70s.
Is he still playing?
Bartolo Colon?
Yeah, Big Sexy.
Yes, he is still playing.
What team is he on?
And by the way, I'm right here. So
No,
thank
you're
you.
not Big Sexy.
I am Big
Does your
Sexy.
Instagram account say Big Sexy?
It did at one point,
Yeah,
and
well,
then
now
I had to
he-
change it.
Yeah, because Bartolo Colon wants it.
Well,
and
that's,
he has it.
Well, that's his problem, not mine. No, yeah,
love you, Big Sexy.
he is.
Please put that back on your player's jersey. I just want to see it once. I want that jersey.
Well, then I'll get you one.
No, I don't
worry.
want one of you. It's not you.
That's hurtful. Number
You're
one.
not the Big Sexy.
Oh my God, unbelievable! Wow. Well, I guess we know how this relationship is going, aren't we? Jeez. All right. Yeah. No, he's still playing, and I honestly though, I do think Lucas. I mean, look, I love the White Sox. I think Lucas Giolito though has absolutely been killing it. I think he will be the starter for the AL. I mean, I would hope he has a good outing. I think the AL definitely is going to lose this game, though. But
About
I
time.
at least want him to be able to win it. Well, you know what? We don't like you either.
You know what? Go to
Your
sleep.
word of the day is shush, which isn't even a word. It's just a noise.
Go to sleep.
Oh, my God. All right. Well, all right. So obviously the All-Star game, it's a little whiles away, but I want to ask you really quickly here, Tom. What do you think the outcome is going to be from it?
It's going to be really, really boring, and it's going to be the National League 4 and the American League nothing.
All right. Okay. All right.
But it's going to be really, really boring.
I'll give it like a 5. I'll give it like a 5-3 for the National League. I don't know about the boring thing, but I will watch it. I will try to enjoy it the best that I can, and yeah, that's all I have to say for this one.
really-
And all the way, by the way, too, while we will get into it on next Wednesday, I want to make sure that we give a shout out to the U.S. Women's National Soccer Team because
Trash.
they were able to beat the powerhouse
Shut up, Jake.
France.
Shut up, Jake. I
2-1.
swear to God.
2-1.
Shut up.
Trash.
Get out. I'll come back there.
Don't
Trash.
bogart the mic. For beating France 2-1, they now advance toward the semifinals to play England.
It's U.S. versus Europe.
Yes, so we
And
will.
Germany lost today to Sweden, by the way.
Did they really?
Yeah, they got stomped.
There you go. So we will see what the outcome is going to be for the
Back-to-back
semifinals.
World War champs. We're going to do it again.
We will break that down though next Wednesday. So guys, be prepared for that one because we're going to be tearing it into because this U.S. women's team looks unstoppable again. But yeah, that is going to be it here for the show, ladies and gentlemen. Tom, it's been a great pleasure, man. Where can they find you?
McLovin6193 on Instagram and Twitter,
There you go. And
where I
yeah-
just talk shit.
Yes, where you do. And you guys can find me on Twitter at @TheFluffyGuru. You guys can find me on Instagram at BoomCrewCaptain. If you guys want to find us on our Facebook page, you guys can go there. Here at XBomb Sports, Team XBomb Sports, as it is, because Tom didn't even know that for the longest
No, it
time.
changed.
No,
I
it didn't.
swear it changed.
Tom, it's
never-
always been Facebook.
No, it
Not
wasn't.
Twitch.
Not when it
always
started.
been. It has always been XBomb Sports live show at Team XBomb Sports. The @ is Team XBomb Sports. That's the @
Then
not
you
the
added
name.
the @
No, I
You never had the ad to
I
begin
made
with.
it Team XBomb at Team XBomb
No,
Sports.
that's
Oh my God! All right, you guys can go there, find our season 1 and season 2. So you guys make sure to go check that out as well, because obviously you can see where we came from, the humble beginnings of from Studio 1 to here in the gracelands of Studio 2.
Where I was a boss.
Yeah.
I think it was like episode 5 or 6
Stop,
where Andrew drops
cut.
Yeah, that's my favorite episode.
All
That's
right.
what everybody loves.
If you guys want to go to our Twitter at XBombSports, make sure to go there and check us out again at XBombSports. Also, that is for our Instagram as well at XBombSports too. So make sure to go follow us there, where we post the shows, we post videos, we post pictures all the time. So make sure to go check them out. And also here too, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube page at XBomb Productions. We're up to 15 subscribers. So thank you to all you guys for being able to subscribe to us. We really do appreciate
I
it.
unsubscribed and resubscribed. So that probably
Wonderful.
I'm
Thanks, Tom. You screwed up the algorithm now for us. Great.
Yeah.
It's okay.
All right.
I just made like 25 accounts.
Shush. Don't tell people about the accounts. No, make sure, guys, to go
They're all
subscribe.
robots.
Like, comment, give us all kind of questions. We always want to hear from you guys. We really do appreciate all the love and everything you've been giving us. Make sure to go check out Putting Up Points. Jake Bradley.
The show is absolute trash. It is
Drake-
absolute trash. The live mock was trash. No, it was actually great.
Wait, who won the other draft thing?
What other draft? Oh, I don't know. We still have to look at results. We still got to get results.
Well, go look real quick. Come on, chop chop.
I got a lot of stuff to do. I
All
gotta
right, well,
close
you
out the
guys
show,
can go
bro.
check out. You guys can go check out Putting Up Points. Make
Trash.
sure to go give love to Jake Bradley, Tyler Prickett.
Trash.
They do a really
It's
good job. They had a
trash.
great episode today where they did a full mock draft. Will you shut up? Jesus, with all the trash.
My team looks better than Thomas's. All right.
Really?
We'll see how it ends up tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll
interesting. Interesting.
By the
pick
way,
every
everybody out there
Notre Dame
watching, I
guy.
am shipping the 3rd overall pick around.
Oh my God.
Shopping that.
All right. Well, you guys can go check them out there. I'm Putting Up Points. SportsTownChicago.com every Saturday from 12. From 12 to 2. Make sure to go check them out.
Except
Give
for
them
next
some
week. Next week we're closed.
Yes, next week.
For
Yes,
4th of
next
July.
Saturday, guys. We won't be here.
Let's just take off all week.
Well, we're not going to take off all week.
Why?
Because we have to talk on Wednesday.
No, but why? It's 4th of July weekend.
Well, don't you want to talk a little bit of sports on Wednesday?
I mean, I do, but at the same time, we just take off all
Yeah,
week.
you know what? We're just gonna stop talking about the Women's World Cup. So you know what? Let's just.
You know what? I'm
cancel
gonna come
it.
back there. I'm gonna beat you.
All
just
right,
cancel it.
all right, guys. Also, too, make sure to go check out the Respawn Cast. Cat, Kevin,
Trash.
Cat,
Kevin,
Cat, and Shaq. You're screwing me up now.
I know it's the funny
Kevin,
part.
Cat, and Shaq. Every Tuesday, every Friday, they are streaming on Twitch.tv. Again, as the Respawn Cast. One word, all lowercase. Make sure to go check them out. Give them some love. They do a really good job streaming out there with video games and all that type of
Trash.
stuff. And guys, too, real quick before we get out of here, we have set up an Anchor.fm podcast play audio thing where we
Let's
can
just let
finally
Jake
get a-
explain it because he
Yeah,
knows.
Jake,
Okay.
you wanna throw it out real
Yeah,
quick?
so really quick, if anyone out there wants to listen to a podcast version of any of the radio or TV shows that we do, you can go to anchor.fm/xbomb. That's just one word, no dash, no nothing. Anchor.fm/xbomb. You will also be able to soon just go onto any podcast platform and search XBomb Sports, and you can listen to it on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. Our Spotify page is already up, so if you use Spotify, you can search XBomb Sports. We're gonna have all of our highlights on there and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So, guys, make sure to go check that out. Give us a listen to. It's going to be all the new episodes, all the episodes, Putting Up Points episodes. We're eventually going to have a new podcast show that's going to come out here soon. We're trying to get all the details and plans out for that. So we're going to be talking. It's not going to be. It may not always be sports. We're going to try and mix in some new stuff, some more topics, some offbeat stuff that maybe we just want to talk about. Shoot the stuff.
Trash.
So,
My goal is just to get him to say trash out of nowhere and be like,
all right.
Speaking of
So-
trash, where's that piece of paper?
No paper at all.
didn't
Get
see
whatever's in your hand out of your hand right now. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we got to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching XBomb Sports Live Show. Yes. Much love. Peace out, Boom
Trash.
Crew.